For the week of May 23rd, 2021, welcome to your weekly patch notes, the show where we give you the video game news you need to know about. I'm your host, Torres.
And I'm Alec Bobko.
Let's jump into your weekly patch notes. Just a heads up, we're going to put a story in here about what happened over the last weekend over at IGN. Kind of breaking down the situation in a really quick way. Turns out it was about 6 minutes. And to keep this episode under the promise, under 15 minutes or less, we're going to upload that as its own special report. So be on the lookout for that. McKenna!
That's gone.
You know what day it is today?
No.
The 23rd
It's the 23rd already?
of May.
Oh, May's going by quick.
Today is May 23rd, also known as National Lucky Penny Day.
Oh, get your lucky
So you see a
pennies.
that's not a penny. See a penny, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck.
As long as it's heads up.
It's also National Taffy Day.
Oh, taffy. Yum yum.
I've only had Laffy Taffy. I don't know if that's actually taffy, but that's the only taffy I've had.
I've had saltwater taffy. They have some down where we go on vacation. It's all right. It's pretty colors.
I've never had like saltwater taffy, like how you said.
Right.
But I have heard good things about it,
Yeah.
or okay things about it. It's also World Turtle Day. I love turtles.
I like turtles.
I would say turtles, especially like sea turtles, are like my favorite animal. Because growing up, 30 minutes away, there's like a sea turtle hospital.
Oh,
And
that's
it's, like,
awesome.
One of my favorite places in the world to go. Like people will go there and be like, "This is boring," and I'm just like, I love this place because they're doing such awesome stuff, taking care of these sea turtles. Like, what
Yes,
can I
love
say?
turtles. Of all kinds. Sea turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, baby turtles, all the turtles.
Reportedly, Netflix is searching for an executive to be in charge of a video game division, approaching multiple veteran game industry executives. According to The Information, which is an actual website, Netflix is looking at making a subscription service for games, offering a bundle of games similar to Apple Arcade. A Netflix spokesperson told Polygon that they were excited to do more with interactive entertainment, and that their audience loves engaging with their favorite shows such as interactive shows like Bandersnatch and You vs. the Wild, or games based on Stranger Things, La Casa de Papel, and To All the Boys. Like they mentioned, Netflix has a history of playing around with interactive media. In 2018, they published Bandersnatch, which is a choose-your-own-adventure movie, and they also have a lot of shows based on video game franchises such as Dota, Castlevania, The Witcher, and pretty soon Resident Evil, as well as putting out a few games of their own, such as one based on The Dark Crystal. If you don't know much about Netflix's plans to expand into video games, but it's very clear that Netflix is interested by interactive media. Even in 2019, claiming that Fortnite is actually Netflix's biggest competition, even though Fortnite is a video game. Epic Games is building out the metaverse and expanding Fortnite into something bigger than just a video game, even premiering a scene from Star Wars Episode 9 in the game. But for now, we don't know much about what Netflix's future is in video games, but it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Are you a big fan of like what Netflix puts out, like their shows and stuff?
I mean, I loved season 3 of Cobra Kai.
Is there anything you would like to see from them, like any show or movie, like a game based on that type of thing, or?
In a kind of funny way, it would be interesting to see Henry Cavill Witcher game.
That would be hilarious. Could he do it with a mustache and they had to CGI out his mustache?
That would
Like
be
in the game.
hilarious.
I know we've only been talking about E3 here, but don't forget, Summer Games Fest is coming, and it's coming sooner than you think. Summer Games Fest starts before E3 on June 10th to be exact, and it will feature a number of multiple events throughout the summer. It is being presented by Prime Gaming and Jeff Keighley, and the opening event will also feature Weezer, so hopefully there won't be any copyright issues like BlizzCon. Some studios involved in Summer Games Fest include Xbox, PlayStation, EA, Mediatonic, Innersloth, Sega, Epic Games, Steam, and a lot more. June 12th will be a Ubisoft Forward, June 16th will be the Steam Next Fest, and July 22nd is EA Play Live. And for now, that's all the information we have, but we'll keep you informed as there are more updates as time goes on. According to an investigation from Le Telegram, in early May, numerous legal proceedings concerning harassment cases at Ubisoft were starting this month, being led by Solidaire Informatique Jeux Vidéo, a games worker union in France. Since the accusations against Ubisoft are for the toxic work culture, Ubisoft has made changes, but according to the report, the changes have been very minimal. As a matter of fact, some of the men at the center of the accusations are still employed by Ubisoft, even to the point where management is, quote, protecting him. And in the case of Ubisoft Canada, apparently nothing has changed. It is worth noting, to make sure that I don't get in trouble, that Ubisoft did respond to GamesIndustry.biz when prompted for a response, saying, quote, Over a period of several months, Ubisoft has implemented major changes across its organization, internal processes, and procedures in order to guarantee a safe, inclusive, and respectful working environment for all team members, claiming to have made changes such as external investigations, an anonymous reporting tool, and mandatory training on appropriate workplace conduct. All that being said, this week on Thursday, May 20th, the story was trending on Twitter with the hashtag HoldUbisoftAccountable because people were upset at Ubisoft. Some people saying they wish they could get a refund for the games they bought from Ubisoft, and also telling gamers to stop purchasing expansions for games and other games from Ubisoft as well. Basically saying the only way to get Ubisoft's attention is with your wallet by not giving them any money. Change things, Ubisoft. After 16 years since the release of the last game, the beloved franchise TIMESPLITTERS is back with the original team and reborn studio Free Radical Design. One of the founders of Free Radical Design, Steve Ellis, said, "To finally be able to confirm that the studio has been formed and that we have a plan for the next TIMESPLITTERS game is incredible. And while there isn't much to share with the new game, publisher Deep Silver did say the studio will commence development on the next TIMESPLITTERS game in the coming months." In the past, there have been many plans for remakes and remasters for the TIMESPLITTERS franchise, including a fourth game, but nothing has ever come up until now. And it's really exciting to see an old franchise with the old team working on it again. It's really exciting, and I'm so happy for them. McKenna,
What's up?
please tell me what you see in this picture.
That is the GameCube.
Yeah,
Yes.
except it isn't.
What?
Take another look from a different angle.
It's pink.
How about now? Anything like stand out to you?
There's the handle. There are the ports.
So somebody put a PC inside of a GameCube.
Oh my gosh.
There is a picture where you can see like all of the internals that are in the GameCube, and somebody put a PC inside of a GameCube, and it works.
Wow.
This comes from Reddit user Sidiel. I hope I said that right. Of his new gaming rig, which contains a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 graphics card, 16 gigabytes of HyperX DDR4 RAM, and a 2 terabyte Samsung 860 QVO SSD. That's a lot of power for a tiny box that could barely play a little disc. Internet Explorer is dying.
Oh, rest in peace.
Microsoft announced that when Internet Explorer for Windows 10 will be discontinued next year, and it is being replaced, obviously, with Microsoft Edge, their new browser that came out in 2015. It's kind of weird to imagine a world without Internet Explorer. Rest in peace to Internet Explorer, a browser that's only purpose was to download Google Chrome.
Exactly. Hold a special place in all of our hearts. Godspeed. Spread your little wings and fly.
Your sacrifice will not go down in vain. We now know the full roster for Mario Golf Super Rush.
Oh, I haven't looked at this yet.
First, we got surprise newcomer to the series, Mario. Who would have thought?
No.
Who would have thought? We got Luigi. The man's very rich. He's got a mansion. We got Wario. We got Waluigi, the sexiest man on the internet. We got Princess Peach. We got Daisy. We got Yoshi, obviously. We got Bowser Jr., Boo, Donkey Kong, Rosalina, Pauline, Toad, Charge and Chuck, and King Babam. And there's a bunch of other details for Mario Super Rush, but frankly, I'm not going to look into it because I want this game to be a surprise. But it looks fun. It looks very sweet. It looks very cool. Are you excited to play Super Mario Rush Golf?
Oh, totally. I'm ready to throw it down on the golf course.
Can't wait to check this out when it comes out. Okay, so everybody's in love with Resident Evil Village, right?
Right.
They're more in love with the tall lady, Lady Dimitrescu. Somebody who is very in love with the tall Lady Dimitrescu is Ikumi Nakamura. We reported on in the past that she's starting her own studio. She used to work for Ghostwire Tokyo. IGN made a video making fun of like, oh, Lady Dimitrescu action figure, and Ikumi Nakamura retweeted it saying, when will we have an actual scale figure? I'm saving up and waiting for it. And the internet went wild with this. Somebody asked her, how are you going to fit this in your house? To which she responded with, according to Capcom, Dimitrescu-sama is 2.9 meters tall, including heels. My studio has a 4-meter ceiling, which is enough to welcome her as my bride. She later clarifies her love for Lady Dimitrescu, saying, in the game, Ethan is tortured and harassed by Lady Dimitrescu. I enjoy it from Ethan's point of view. I wish this time would go on forever. Twitter being Twitter, she got sent to horny jail.
Of course, of course.
And she asks, like, why is she Beinu? Which is a very valid question. Somebody responded to her saying, like, we all go to horny jail sometimes. It's all good. And she says, so we're prisoner friends. It's reassuring to have friends. I don't know if she makes comics on her own or if somebody makes them for her, but she put this on her timeline. And it's basically a comic strip of her playing Resident Evil Village, falling in love with Lady Dimitrescu on her phone, just like fantasizing about Lady Dimitrescu, and then getting sent to horny jail. And then she later put up a separate frame of her fantasizing of Lady Dimitrescu sitting on her with two Shibas judging. And then Kotaku wrote an article on this topic, kind of like how I'm reporting on it right now. And so like they tweet out the article, to which Ikumi responds with, which I think roughly translates to, did you just make me look like an idiot? She's amazing, and I really want to meet her someday. So Ikumi, we love you.
Come on the show.
And please come on the show if you can, if you're open to it. We love you. Thank you for checking out this week's episode of Patch Notes.
So you can find me over at Waypoint Podcast, where you have a bunch of different podcasts, including Waypoint Media Club, The Grind, and Pitch It. And if you want to follow my daily shenanigans, follow me over on Twitter at albob875.
Be sure to follow us, linktr.ee/patch notes, to find us on Twitter and all the podcast services and YouTube. You can follow me at Caesar Towers on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Follow McKenna at PotterPants212. Be sure to check it next week when we give you your weekly patch notes.